Hello and welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me. Let's get right into your twin flame reading. Please be advised that in case there are accounts like mine that have followed you recently, be sure to make sure that it's my account. My account has 25K plus followers. So if you've noticed that any accounts like mine have started following you, please be sure to report them, and because they are trying to approach followers like you, saying things like, would you like to be considered for a reading? And that way they try to get you to send money pretending that they are me. So please beware. And please be advised that I only have one account, and again, I have about 27K plus followers. So just to be advised. So let's get right into your reading. Let's see what the energies are surrounding your connection. What are the energies surrounding your connection? What is going on? What are the energies surrounding your connection? Okay, so interesting. I want to say this is the Nine of Wands. And I have to put on my glasses. Five of Pentacles. And this is the Seven. I'm going to say there's a 7 here, but 7 of Swords. So lots going on here. And I want to say, like, this is kind of like what's going on in the world. We have, like, there's something on fire. There's someone in like a panic. This can really be reflecting what's going on in our world, what's going on in, what's going on with politics and the war in, the other side of the world, which we are definitely keeping in our prayers. But this is really like things that, I want to say systems that aren't working are crumbling. So this is kind of, I want to say, like a tower moment, but it's more like things are catching fire because it's getting dangerous. And in the sense, dangerous, like it can no longer move forward in the sense of how they were before. Things have to kind of crumble. So I don't want to say like that is what is going on in your connection. However, I want to say that the system or the foundation that your connection is built on, if it's not a strong foundation, then it's in danger of crumbling. So this is not necessarily a scary thing or a negative thing. It may feel like a negative thing. It may seem like a negative thing, but it's just to bring our awareness to what isn't working. It's bringing our awareness to the truth. And a lot of the times the truth is hidden. So there could be some hidden truths that are causing the foundation of your connection to somewhat go up in flames or somewhat crumble. So I want to say that this is coming to an end because it really is the beginning of a new foundation. So it may be the old way that you were connecting in your connection is now transforming, is now transitioning into a new energy. So it may feel unfamiliar, but it is because the old ways are no longer working. So it is a very positive thing. And when I see the Seven of Swords, this is like things that are hidden, things that are needing to come to light, things that are being suppressed, that like suppressed information or suppressed knowledge. I keep going into like a world overview. It's like we are now being shown more truths of what's really going on in our world. And a lot of the times it's hard to face. It's hard to really accept that for a very long time, like the truth has been hidden. So in your connection, wherever there's been anything that's been hidden, now needs to come to light. It can no longer be suppressed. The energies on the planet are really bringing things to light, because the old foundation is about suppressing the truth. But we are now in an age where truth must come to light. Truth must prevail. Justice must prevail. And so the way things were being communicated in your connection, if you've been not really expressing how you feel, then those emotions may be coming to the surface in order to be expressed. So it's really about speaking your truth in your connection. With the Five of Pentacles, you may still be feeling left out in the cold. You still may be feeling like you're not really, things aren't really the way you want them. And again, interestingly enough, our current world affairs is definitely appearing like what we're not wanting. So we're going through these massive changes, not only in our connection, but on a global level. And it can cause and trigger a lot of fear within us. And this is very natural because we don't really know what is going to happen. So you're not knowing what's going to happen in your connection. We're not knowing what's really happening in the world. And we're all just kind of on the edge of our seats. So when it comes to your connection, even if you're not in communication, your feelings may be coming up, your true feelings for your twin flame. This could also appear as anger, resentment. This could be pure joy and bliss. So wherever you are, it's very natural for these emotions to come up, because the energies are about bringing to the surface what has been suppressed, what has been hidden, what no longer works. So it's just like when we're not vulnerable in our connection, that old way of being is crumbling away, is like going up in flames, because twin flame connections cannot thrive in anything that doesn't support transparency, vulnerability, honesty, truth. So this is really, again, what's going on in the world. It's a reflection of what's going on within us. It's a reflection of how we are being. We must be able to face the truth of what's really going on. We must have the courage to speak our truth and step forward together as a planet. So a lot of stuff is coming up. in your connection. Although I also know for many of you, you are experiencing a lot of joy, because as things go up in flames, as things settle, you're able to experience true joy and true love. So if you're in the space of things feeling scary, things feeling uncertain, know that that's okay. Pretty much the whole world is experiencing this together. And what I do know is that it is temporary. These energies are the last of what's suppressed, and everything is coming to light. So this is a beautiful indication that even though it may feel uncomfortable, even though it may feel scary, even though a lot of fear or anger or pain is being triggered, that it is definitely clearing the way for new foundation, for a new system to be put in place. So if before there was no truth being spoken about how you feel, now it's going to build a stronger foundation of how to speak your truth and how to really be honest and open and vulnerable. So wherever you're at on the spectrum of emotions, just know that what you're feeling is very natural, and not to worry, because if it's uncomfortable, it only means that it is temporary. It's because a new system is being put into place. The energies on the planet are helping you to build a new system that works so that you are thriving in your twin flame connection. So let's continue on with gaining insight for you and your connection. Can you please gain insight for you and your connection, where you're at on your journey? So we'll take these ones. Okay, so we have Muse of Voices. We have the Devil. And we have Six of Materials. I want to say that's Six of Wands. So I want to say, for you, you're a lot of triggers are coming up. Even things that you may have felt were holding you back in the past, it almost seems like they have a grip on you again. So in last week's reading, I mentioned about old addictions that that all of a sudden are coming back, like addiction to sugar, to caffeine, for example. They're kind of like taking hold. So these triggers, these addictions that you may be experiencing is because of these uncertain times. So if you're uncertain about your connection, even just feeling uncertain in the world, it causes our fears to be triggered and revert back to things that bring us comfort, or things that feel familiar, or things that we can hold on to, such as addictions or codependency. So this is really ways in which you're having to cope with the changes that are happening in the world and in your connection. So even temptation, I'm getting with the Devil card, being tempted to go back to something that you maybe outgrew, even if that's an ex who isn't your twin flame, considering, oh, should I go back to them because it just feels safer? Should I just, like, this is about being in a place where you just feel safe, because you may not feel safe in your twin flame connection at this time. because again, foundations are crumbling, things are going up in flames. So it's kind of like, well, what's happening? I just need some sense of security. So it's our way of coping, and which is very natural. So with the Muse of Voices, I want to say, like, you're clearing the pathway. You're clearing your pathway to a future that you want. Even though it feels uncertain, even though it feels like you're not moving forward, I definitely get the sense that you are making headway. You are clearing that path, even though it feels uncertain, even if it feels scary, triggered, like nothing's happening, like we're stuck in the past. I do see that despite it all, like you're making your way. You're making your way through it all. You're clearing that path, because what you essentially want is peace, harmony, love, joy, happiness. So you are energetically clearing that space for you to manifest and pull into you what you want. So even if it's still unclear what you truly want, you are like clearing the path so that you can move forward. And with the Six of Wands, I want to say, like, this is passion. There is passion that you are still feeling. It's like there is this hope, this flame that hasn't died out when it comes to your connection, when it comes to your twin flame. See, because there's two of you, these are mirrors. This is definitely passion for your twin flame, because I want to say, like, sometimes during really stressful, traumatic times, especially, I want to say, in the past, when there's been war, the way people comfort each other is they would have sex in order to kind of deal with the stress of what's going on. So I kind of got that in mind, like this passion, whether you're with your twin flame or not, there is this desire or need to be physical with them, even if it's not sexually, just to be physically close in proximity. So I really get the sense that for many twin flames, whether you're focusing on your connection or not, you may be focusing on your connection as a means of escaping from what's going on in the world. And it also could be when you look at your connection, it's not the same. Like you feel like your heart is there, you feel the same, but the energy is shifting. And that is a reflection of what is going on the planet, because energies are shifting every day because of what's happening in the world. Change is happening, evolution is happening, progress is happening. So it's like for many twin flames, holding on to the connection, holding on to your twin flame, holding on to love is also what's helping us cope and get through these weird and challenging times. So it seems like a lot. We wake up and we think, yeah, it looks the same, but it feels weird. It feels different. Our connections feel weird. our relationships in our lives feel a bit off. The way we feel in the world feels like off. And that is a great sign of change. That's a great sign that transformation is happening. So transformation is definitely happening in your connection, whether you feel it, whether you see it, whether it looks the same. Transformation is always happening. And we know that because you are transforming. We are all transforming. We are no longer the planet that we were 2 years ago, 5 years ago, or even 5 months ago. There's so much that is happening energetically that we are no longer the same. So for many of us, holding on to the twin flame connection is like we have to hold on to something. We have to hold on to something. And if it's not your connection, you may be holding on to being busy at work, or just holding on to being distracted from all this change that we feel is happening. So let's continue on and gain insight into what is going on with your twin flame. Where are they at on the journey? How is your twin flame doing on their journey? What are they experiencing? What are they going through? Let's take one more. This one wants to come out. Okay, so we have the Four of Cups, we have the Seven of Pentacles, and we have the Page of Wands. So I want to say that they too are fantasizing about you. They're having fantasies of when they were with you. They're imagining themselves with you because of, what's going on in the world, what's going on in their life. They just really want, they're reminiscing about how things were when things were good. They're focusing on the love that you have, but they really don't know what's to come in the future when it comes to you and your connection. So they're just very focused on the past, or they're focused on what's currently going on with you both, whether you're in, if you're in separation or little to no communication. But they are feeling the love. They are imagining you, fantasizing about you, because they too need this distraction or something to hold on to during these uncertain times. But what I love seeing is that, despite what we're all going through, the universe has something beautiful in store for us. The universe is bringing us change that will benefit us in the long run. So I'm getting this is the universe giving us a gift of new life, new love. And it's we can't really see it because we're too focused on what's in front of us. We're too focused on, the scary things that are happening in the world. But what's really happening is that the universe has to make these changes so that the universe can bring us what we truly deserve, which is a life of love, of prosperity, of health, of wellness, of honesty, truth, freedom, trust. Because all of these things don't seem to be really happening. And that's why everything is going up in flames, because the universe is resetting our planet, resetting us as a planet, so that we don't have to live in this type of reality. So we really don't see, and your twin flame doesn't see the possibility of an amazing future. So their fear is also triggered, which may cause them to kind of withdraw from you, withdraw from the connection, even withdraw from their own lives. Uncertainty does a lot to people, and it does cause a lot of stress. So you and your twin flame and everyone on the earth are just trying to find ways to cope with what's happening in the world, because there's so much uncertainty, unrest, upheaval. But again, we can't ignore that the universe does have, I don't want to say a surprise in store, but like good news. So they're not able to see that. But when you can see that, when we can see that, it helps them have that courage too. So with the Seven of Pentacles, I want to say it's like they are working hard, but they don't really see that anything's really changing. Like they're putting a lot of effort into work. They're putting a lot of effort into running away. They're putting a lot of effort into like not facing how they feel. And what I'm getting is that they're working so hard at, but it's like they're just like going in circles. And they're like, you know, I've put so much effort into this life where I want success, or I just want peace, or I want to run away from my feelings to feel safe, but nothing's really changing. So they're kind of saying, what's happening? They're really questioning, you know, that they're seeing that what they're doing isn't really helping. So it's causing them to pause and say, is this really what I want? It's causing them to pause and say, what do I really want? And then we have the Page of Wands. So they're trying to go back to square one and figure out, okay, how are they going to approach this? What do they really want out of life? What is important to them? So they're questioning a lot. They're trying to figure out what's going to work. They're coming up with new ideas. They're coming up with what they want to do that they care about. So if it seems like they're preoccupied and not really focusing on their connection, they really are. Because it's like, and I'm just getting like, you know, when a dog chases its tail, but it can never catch it. I feel like that's where your twin flame is at. They keep chasing something, but they're never catching it. So they're kind of regrouping, trying to figure out, you know, what do I want? What's important? But with the Four of Cups, I am getting the sense that you are part of the equation for them. They're just really in this energy of, you know, I want to say like they thought they would be so far ahead, when really it's like they never left that spot. And I don't mean to say it to sound mean or, it's unfortunate, but it's just like, it's really causing them to pay attention. It's really causing them to look at what is really going on for them. What's really going on for them when it comes to you. So they're trying to plan, they're trying to figure out, they're trying to come up with a plan. They're trying to see how love can fit in, how they can make things work again. And maybe this time, rather than run away, rather than hide, they're going to try love. They're going to try to not run away from love, not run away from their feelings. So I really get the sense that they're regrouping, because what they were doing, they're realizing nothing was happening. Nothing was happening. So what's happening in their lives are really causing them to stop and think and really look at their lives. Really look at why they're not satisfied, why they're not happy. So I feel like this could be going on for both of you, but I'm getting the sense that their running is coming to an end because they realize that they've been running for so long, but they're not any further from where they were when they were connecting with you. They were trying to run away from their feelings. They were trying to run away from you or the connection. Meanwhile, they're still in that same spot. So they're trying to figure all that out and be like, I never left. I was here the whole time. So it's because we can't run from ourselves. So that's what they're going through. Okay, so let's continue on with what's in their headspace when they think of you. What's in their headspace when they think of you? Can we please gain insight into what's in their headspace when they think of you? We're just going to take 2. What's in their headspace when they think of you? So golden path and blessings. So I want to say they're coming home to you. They're following the path home. Because they're going with what feels good. So to them, you are like this blessing. They're very thankful for you, that they found love with you. I'm getting like you brought blessings to them when you were together. You brought goodness to their lives, to their life. And so they too are finding their way back to union. So it's like they are really having like this awakening, these epiphanies. They're seeing things in a whole new way. And I want to say, because of what's happening in the world, we are all kind of on this pause to reflect, like, what is really important in life? So I'm getting the sense that they're not running, but they're finding their way home. They want to find their way home. They want to have this joy, this paradise, this love with you. So when they think of you, you thoughts of you bless them. So that is beautiful. So what are their love messages to you? What are their love messages to you? Love messages from your twin flame. What are the love messages from your twin flame? Love messages from your twin flame. I'm attracted to you. So yeah, you're like a magnet and you just keep pulling them back in. Your love for them just keeps magnetizing them back. Love messages from your twin flame. Let's take a couple more. So this one says, I'm ready for us. So yeah, they're tired of running. They're tired of what's going on in the world. And they're like, I just want love because I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's happening. I just want to be with my person. I just want to feel safe. I need balance. Yeah. So how things were in their lives were very one-sided. And so they're needing more balance. Maybe there was a lot of distraction, a lot of work, a lot of running, and they just need more balance. They need to feel safe and secure again. So I'm getting like emotionally is what they're looking for in this, in the sense of balance. I want to give you what you deserve. So they're not rushing back because they are being careful. They are thinking about how things happened with you. So they want to be in a better frame of mind, be in a better space to actually love you in the way that you deserve, and not just come charging in because they want back in, but they're being more thoughtful and considerate of how they want to approach you and your connection. Yeah, so exactly. I want to reach out, but it's not the right time. So they're thinking, you know, they got to get their stuff in order. They have to feel confident that where they are in life is good enough to approach you with. They're not going to approach you if they have like something on fire, like if something's burning. Where's that card? They're not going to knock on your door when they have to put out these fires that are going on in their life. So they're planning on it. They want to reach out, but it's not the right time yet. And they are hopeful. So they're hopeful for coming back to you in a way that works for both of you, where they feel safe and you feel safe, where maybe they're going to be more vulnerable and communicate more, to be more transparent, to be honest with you and honest with themselves. So it's like you're going to get a new version of them. They're preparing themselves to be this new and improved version before they come back to you. So they're in preparation. You are also in preparation because you're clearing the way to union. You are in preparation because you're going through some attachments that you are really letting go of. So that is beautiful. Okay, where's your inner child at? Where's your inner child at? Let's check in with your inner child and the shadow aspect of the connection. Can we please gain some insight into the shadow aspect, into what we're not able to see? Can we please gain insight? Okay, so the first one says, I feel guilty. So I want to say, if you're holding on to any guilt, and this can stem from your twin flame connection, it can stem from any other relationships, even relationships with your parents or caregivers, any type of guilt, anything that you may feel guilty about is coming up, because your connection can't move forward if one of you or both of you are holding on to any type of guilt. So even if that's unrelated to your connection, it is related, because it's an energetic block to moving forward. So this guilt can stem from maybe something you did to your twin flame, or something that you said to someone, or something that you did that you felt guilty and you just tried to suppress it. See, anything that is trying to be suppressed, these energies on the planet will just shine a light on them. So the universe is saying, is shining light on these emotions of guilt that you're carrying. So within your inner child, that guilt can cause a lot of shame, which these emotions, again, keep you in separation. So these blocks must be healed and cleared so that there are no obstacles in the way of your true love and your true happiness. Then we have I am healing. When I see this card, it's almost like resistance to healing. And I know what this feels like, because I've been on my healing journey for at least 3 decades, because I'll be 53 next month. So 3 decades is 30 years. I've been on my healing journey, and I've resisted at every turn. At every opportunity, I've resisted my own healing. I was resistant because I was lazy, because I didn't want to face what I had to face. I wasn't excited for drastic change, because when we heal, we transform and our lives transform. And some days, you just wake up and you're like, I don't want to deal with that. There's enough going on in the world that to deal with my own stuff, I just don't want to. And I get it, because this has literally been my own healing journey. At every point, I resist it. And it really is a reflection of the inner child afraid of change. Because with all the change that's already happening in the world, that triggers a lot of fear within our inner child. So the inner child is not looking forward to any other unexpected change, because that's what happens when we heal. So this is really about fear of change. So this attachment to the fear of change is what holds us back, keeps us in separation, because when we come into union with our twin flame, that could cause a lot of necessary change in your life, in your twin flame's life, in the lives of people around you. it will cause a lot of change. So the inner child puts a brake on any type of possibility of change because there is the fear of that already. So this is a pattern within our inner child that needs to be released and healed so that we can courageously move forward and calmly move forward and peacefully move forward. And this is, I feel disconnected from you. So you're feeling disconnected from your twin flame. And I want to say, like, it's almost rare to actually feel connected. It's almost like it's a pattern that we almost forget how it feels to feel connected. And we're like, oh yeah, what does that feel like again? What is that supposed to feel like, feeling actually connected? Feels like they're there, that you're together, that you're one, that there's harmony, that you're in union. So when we're not experiencing that, of course it feels like you are disconnected. So this is also kind of like a way of being that we just get accustomed to. But the truth is, you are always in union and you are always connected. What keeps us disconnected are our thoughts, the type of thoughts we're thinking. So we're thinking, where's my twin flame? They're not here. They're not in my life. I haven't talked to them. They're not reaching out. I don't know where they are. I don't even really know what they look like now. So all of these thoughts, and I'm just giving like examples, are thoughts that create disconnect. So instead we can focus on feeling love, the love that never dies. Feel that love. Think of them as being right there with you. Think of them as being right there in your heart. That will generate feelings of connectedness. So it doesn't matter what they do because you're creating that connection within you, within your own mind, within your thoughts. So this pattern of doubting and focusing on disconnect, again, stems from childhood. It can even stem from past life where you felt disconnected from your twin flame in a past life. You felt disconnected from loved ones growing up. You didn't feel a sense of connectedness or connection with the people around you. And oftentimes it's very painful for children, especially when they don't feel connected. So we carry that pain, we carry those feelings, we carry those memories. So all of that needs to be released in order to clear that energetic pathway to your true happiness and true love and union. So this is what's coming up that needs to be released. So let's continue on with some guidance for you. Can we continue on with guidance for you, as well as what is coming up for you and your twin flame? Can you please receive guidance for your connection, as well as what is coming up for you and your twin flame? Okay, so this one popped open right away. Behind a mask, we have the loving man. We have true love, playing it safe, friends and colleagues, and the loving woman. So I want to say, and I love how, if you notice, The loving man and the loving woman showed up, and that is so very rare in any of my readings. And I do readings every day, and it's very rare that these two cards come out. So what I'm seeing is union. Once that path is cleared, once all obstacles are out of the way, you have to come into physical union. So here you are waiting, and your twin flame is right there. So the guidance from the universe is saying to believe in this, to believe in this reality, to believe it as your truth, to believe that it is happening right now. We don't have to know how it's happening. We don't even have to know when it's happening, but we just have to know that it's happening as we speak. That's beautiful. So the guidance is also stop hiding your truth. Speak your truth, because the truth shall set us free. And that's what is happening in the world, because truths were being suppressed, and now truth is coming to light, which is causing all this upheaval in the world. So be vulnerable, be authentic, be transparent, speak your truth in every situation, speak your truth to yourself, be honest with yourself, because that's what will set you free. We can no longer live in a world of wearing masks. Literally. So when we don't have to wear these masks, we are free, which is our birthright. Freedom is our birthright. So you must live freely. You must live as if you are a free person, because the truth is you are. We were born free. We were just, bombarded with limitations that are put onto us when we're born into this world. But we are truly free. And when we remember that, then that is what manifests in our world. We are free. You are free. So live free. Speak your truth. Take off your mask and speak your truth. You will be supported by friends and colleagues. And I just get this feeling like this may not be for all of you, but for a lot of twin flames, maybe your connection is unconventional, or maybe your connection you feel won't be accepted by your family or friends or colleagues. And I feel like when this card comes up, the universe is saying, stop thinking that. Stop thinking that. Because the truth is, when you truly accept your connection 100%, the world will reflect that back to you. Your friends, your family, your colleagues, everyone in the world will support your connection because you're on board. The reason why family, friends, colleagues, like you're afraid they won't accept your connection is because you haven't fully accepted it as your truth. When we can almost like eat, breathe, and sleep our connection as if it's our truth, no one is ever going to question it. No one. That's the reality we can create within our own minds. When your connection is your truth, no one can take that away from you. But if you don't believe it, then it's going to reflect in the world as people not accepting your connection because you haven't accepted it. So the universe is saying, accept your connection as your truth, and it shall be so. The universe is saying you're still playing it safe, understandably, because of these uncertain, scary times. We don't want to go outside of our comfort zone. We don't want to go out there and venture off. The universe is saying, despite what is happening in the world, don't allow the world's the state of the world to prevent you from feeling free to go outside your comfort zone, go on an adventure, experience your freedom. My earring just fell off. Don't be afraid, is what the universe is saying. Because you are meant to live passionately. See those fireworks? You're meant to live with passion. So don't allow the state of the world to overpower your sense of safety or freedom, because you are safe. If ever you're feeling unsafe, just call upon the violet flame. The violet flame of Saint Germain, who is an ascended master. That when you just invoke the violet flame, it just burns away anything that doesn't serve you. Fears, insecurities, thoughts, vibrations. It just lifts your vibration. So call upon the violet flame and go out and live your life to the fullest. Because that is your right. That is your birthright. So this is beautiful, because once all of these blocks have been dissolved away, this is a union card. These are union cards. You are meant to be in union because you're already in union. So the universe is saying practice more self-love, because when you fill your own cup of love, then that is what is reflected back to you in the world. True love is meant for each and every one of us. Just everyone is on their own journey of how to get there. And how to get there is really the journey to yourself. You are your home. And when you are home, you attract that in your twin flame. You both come home to each other. So I really hope you enjoyed this twin flame reading. I was almost not able to make it to do this reading today, but I just pushed through and made sure that I did this reading for you, at least for the weekend, so you can watch it this weekend. And just to know that everything is as it should be. As scary as things can get in life, in the world, in our connection with our twin flame, you are definitely on the path to your true love and your true happiness, despite what is in the 3D. Because when we are in a high vibration, that is our truth. And our work is to shed whatever is not of a high vibration. So every day we must work on being in the highest vibration, and that is what will bring us into alignment, which is what will bring us into union. So I really do hope you enjoyed this twin flame reading. Again, I thank you so very much for spending your precious time with me. I truly appreciate you supporting my work. I appreciate you subscribing and liking my posts and for sharing these videos. Please do message me to book your twin flame reading. Also to purchase your Innerchild Energy Healings, especially during this time. The inner child is triggered left, right, and center. It's a really important time to really be there. And because when we're there for inner child, it helps us manage and maintain not only a high vibration, but manage our emotions on this crazy journey. And so I also do have my 12-week online program still available. Please message me for the details, and I would love to support you with these services that I have available for you. So again, I want to thank you all so very much. And until next time, I'm wishing you all so much love and peace.